Okay, so this is my question related to Doge and government efficiency. And the question I wanted to ask related to USAID is, isn't um, United States military fed by foreign workers who work in mess halls and things like that? Because they're not necessarily using United States military all the time. So, for example, if a cook who is trained as a cook and a grunt at the same time has to go on training, then someone else has to fill in. And so it's my understanding that they contract people to work in the mess halls overseas, which then would mean that foreigners are actually working those jobs, and they could be getting paid really, really well. I don't know. I don't think they're getting paid into Social Security, because how it was explained to me when I lived in Germany was that their country takes the money out. The United States government doesn't. So it would be like a 1099 form. So they have to apply the money that they make to their country of origin that they're working in. But right now, that would mean that with the USAID cut off, that means that the United States military would have to use their own cooks or hire civilian contractors from the United States for them to go along with the military. I don't see that as a bad idea, because family members, then spouses, can have a job, which spouses of soldiers historically have worked in mess halls. That's been something that's common. But it's not uncommon for foreigners to also be working in mess halls, especially at war. Because I know my son told me when he was over in, I believe it was Afghanistan, I'm not sure, he had told me that there was foreigners who were working on the military bases in contracting jobs. And so that's why I raised this issue, that do they get unemployment from the United States government? I don't think that they would. I think they would have to go back to their own country of origin to actually get unemployment. And so there's a lot of misinformation that comes out of corporate media, mainstream media, which they tend to make it worse. But the thing is, I don't know how things work in all the over 200 countries around the world. And that's what we have, is over 200 countries around the world. And I've thought, oh, I'm going to have to make another video for my next thought.